There is a cheap plastic microphone on a laminate dais in Richmond, Virginia, and the man leaning into it is about to reprice the global semiconductor market. He is a state utilities commissioner with a 90-day statutory deadline to approve the transmission lines for a gigawatt data center.
The 90 days runs the other way.
Hang on, what do you mean?
Like the commissioner isn't...
Wait, is this your correction?
This is my correction.
What is your correction?
The commissioner isn't on the clock. The power company is.
Oh.
The commission handed down an order in July. The utility has 90 days to file an amended tariff to pay for those lines.
He got cornered. He
didn't get cornered. He cornered them. But the reason he can is Tuesday. The 30-year bond touched 5.327% intraday.
Yeah, which just
Right?
blows up every
motto on the street. Nothing's printed that since 2007, which means the utility has to float 30-year paper at a near 2-decade high just to string wire for a server farm. And the only way the math clears is by hiking the electric bills of the households around it.
Right. That's a good trade.
Whoops. It's 1983.
Oof.
The Washington Public Power Supply System floated billions
Oh, no.
to build 5 nuclear reactors for an aluminum boom. When yields choked the financing, 88 local utility boards looked at the residential rate hikes required to service the debt. They just refused to pass them on. $2.25 billion in municipal bonds defaulted. Wall Street owned the paper, but a local board owned the switch.
Oh, my God.
So,
Please, keep going.
Keep your laminate days. The New York desk thinks they're buying silicon demand, but the trade is a municipal power dispute.
That is a gorgeous precedent.
That's pretty good, right?
88 local boards just folding their arms and vaporizing $2 billion of Wall Street paper because they couldn't face their own angry neighbors. So bring that to Richmond today. If the commissioner won't let the utility pass the cost of that 5% debt onto the residential ratepayer, who's forced to eat the bill?
The hyperscaler eats it.
Of course he does.
Which is why your tech CFO suddenly cares very much about that 5% debt. And the tariff Dominion has to write forces the data centers to pay for their own transmission lines and substations.
There's a name for this, isn't there?
The legal term is a contribution in aid of construction.
There's always a name.
If you want the gigawatt campus, you don't just buy the servers.
No, you buy the high-voltage wire feeding them.
And $1 billion poured into copper transmission lines is $1 billion that can't be spent on silicon. That's exactly where Tuesday's sell-off in the chip makers came from.
That's it.
The market thought it was looking at a demand plateau, but it's actually watching a tech CFO realize his capital expenditure budget just got hijacked by a municipal transformer. He came to Virginia to build a supercomputer, and he is leaving as a mid-Atlantic public utility.
He wouldn't be the first. Aluminum smelting was the compute of the 1910s. The bauxite was just material. The massive electricity required to crack it was the actual product.
Yes, I love this.
When Alcoa went to the Smoky Mountains to scale up, no local grid could hand them the megawatts without blacking out the county. So
what do?
They poured the concrete themselves. They incorporated a power subsidiary and built 4 hydroelectric dams on the Little Tennessee River.
4 dams.
a company stops being a pure manufacturer the day its energy draw threatens the town's lights.
Oh, that's the whole show.
Your tech CFO is standing on that exact threshold. Watch the October filing in Richmond. If Dominion's paperwork just shuffles the transmission costs into the general commercial tier, the commissioner folded, and the silicon order's clear.
And if it doesn't?
If that tariff forces the tech firm to escrow cash for the high-voltage wire, the infrastructure bill just changed hands. A CFO paying for a municipal substation is a CFO who cannot afford your chips.
Alcoa poured its own concrete, and the tech CFO is going to have to buy his own copper.
You bet.
The entire global hardware cycle is paused, waiting for a local commissioner to lean into a cheap plastic microphone and tell his neighbors exactly who is paying for the wire.
You don't get a new era of compute until somebody pays for the wire. The microphone is cheap. The copper isn't. The bill arrives in October.